If your mom's photo looks like complete chaos, then I'm about to help you fix it. What's up, boo? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. And if you're new to my channel, welcome to the dark side, because today I am showing you how to organize your Sims 4 mod folder, because let's face it, it does make a huge difference. So welcome to mod school, because class is in session. Before we get into the tutorial, I just want to outline exactly why organization matters, because you're probably sitting there like, I shouldn't need to do this, but it really does help when you're troubleshooting broken mods. It helps you avoid duplicates, outdated files, and it prevents you from accidentally deleting core mod files, because a lot of mods need certain other mods to work and you just don't want to delete those, because then you're sitting there wondering like, why isn't this mod working? For the sake of this video, I'm gonna be working in a clean Sims 4 game, so it has no mods in it. So I'm gonna go into the mods folder, and as you can see, all this in here is the resource config file. At this point, you should already know how to mod the Sims 4. If you don't, my tutorial just linked for you, so go watch that and then you can come back here. But the first thing I'm going to tell you to do, and I'm going to tell you to do this all the time, is you can make folders inside your mods folder. You can't have many folders nestled into each other, but using folders does help with organization. So you can create a new folder by just right clicking and doing new, or wherever you see the new button if you're on Windows or on Mac. I'm gonna do folder, and I like to start off with my game mods folder. Now I'm going to show you how I personally organize my Sims 4 mods folder. You may want to do something different, which is completely fine, as long as you can easily manage it and you also know how to find things within reason, because some of you may just want to dump things in there and you can figure it out, but I'm like, don't do that. Okay, so I like to do underscore game mods, and underscore allows the folder to stay at the top. So say if I do, let's do cast, no, let's do MCC, and then let's give it A. So let's do alpha. Why not? Go out and come back in, and as you can see, the game mods folder with the underscore is at the top. It pushes those folders to the top, so that way I can easily find them. Now for me personally, the game mods folder usually has any game mods that I always have, like no matter what I'm doing, I will always have them. So I'm going to go into this folder, and I've already copied them over. I'm just gonna paste them in here. So I have UI cheats and XML injector. If you want to know my essential game mods, it just linked in the iCard for you. Go check that out. But I usually put all of them in this folder, so that way I always know where they are, and when things break I can easily just put them back and replace them. Now the next folder I like to do, and remember, you can label these folders any type of way you want to. Now the other folders I like to create are for creators that have single package files, like sim.katu. So they have a lot of overrides or single package files, and I like to give them their own folder with the underscore. Or say I have something from, you know, lot 51. It doesn't matter what you name the folders, just as long as you can understand it. Another cool thing is you can change the icons of your folders on Windows and on Mac. If you right click, go to properties, then go to customize, and down here it'll say change icon. You can choose one of the icons that the system has, or you can browse and do your own. The only thing is you have to make sure it's in the format that it will take. So I went ahead and I did some Sims icons and I converted them into whatever is needed. I'm gonna do a cow plant, and I'm gonna do okay, apply. Okay, and now it's a cow plant. Let me do some Katu real quick. I'm gonna do some Katu, customize, change icon, browse, and I'm gonna do a crown because I love some Katu's mod. Okay, apply, boom, and now it is a crown. This is just purely for aesthetic. This is just purely for aesthetic and to make your folder cute. If you want to, you can do whatever you want, honestly. When it comes to script mods and mods that change the game, they will always be in a folder that has an underscore. MC Command Center will have its own folder. If I get anything from like Base Middle or anything from L Sims World, they will have a underscore, and I just copied and pasted these folders in here from my main Sims 4 game. In case you were wondering like, where did these come from? These folders are how I have it in my main Sims 4 game, and I'll show you what that looks like towards the end of the video. As you can see, I have Base Middle, L Sims World, my lashes are in here. All my lashes are in one place. I have two Lumpino mods that have an underscore, so I can easily find those if they're broken and take them out. My loading screens are right here, so from the same creator. If I go out, I go back in, you can see everything is in alphabetical order, and it's been pushed up up to the front. Now when it comes to like hair and clothing, you can do it a couple of different ways. I like to just give every single creator their own folder, so that way when I download something, I can place it into that folder, and then I don't have to worry about duplicates because everything goes in the same folder. So I have something from, say, a creator named Amelie, or if I get something from, give me a Gorilla X3, they will get their own folder. Maybe something from Blue Craving, I think that's their name. Like, they will all get their own folder. Of course, everything is alphabetized. I'm gonna go out and go back in so that way it sorts, and there you have it. This is essentially how I organize my folder, and it's super easy because I can keep up with it. I'm gonna delete these real quick so that way we can see some things, because these are technically empty. So I'm gonna make another folder real quick, and this is for those of you who don't have a lot of custom content. So I'm gonna make cast, and then I'm gonna do alpha, and then I'm going to do max is max. So if you don't really download a lot, or you want to keep your folder as small as possible, then you can do this and just throw in all your alpha clothing in here. Maybe you have what, 100 things. That's really not a lot, 100 of each, and then you will easily keep track of everything. However, if you don't and you plan on having a lot, like gigabytes upon gigabytes, I highly suggest you just have everything in its own folder. Every creator has their own folder, every furniture set has their own folder, and that way you can easily find things and you can easily delete things if you need to. Now I have a lot of Leo Sims in my game, so I'm just gonna copy and paste from my main folder so you can see I have all this Leo Sims, and each individual collection has its own folder. So you can see I keep things very organized, and that way I can just easily find it. Say if I don't want this stuff anymore, or I don't really use this stuff anymore, I can easily just right click and delete it, and that way things will stay organized. Now Leo Sims has Leo Sims, Rolling Living. You can see there's multiple folders here. When it comes to script mods, you really can't do that, mainly because script mods need to be in the root folder, so mainly the mods folder, or in some cases within another folder. That's why I have my game mods folder, because it's only one folder deep, and usually script mods are mods that have this TS4 script file, and they usually change the game, like they're doing something in the game to change how it functions. So things like XML injector from Scumbobo, UI cheese from Werebetsu, more cast columns, Lot 51's core library, and any other mod that is a script. Again, I like to keep those at the top with a underscore, like basemental, MC Command Center, and then all my clothing and furniture are in these regular folders that go towards the bottom alphabetized. Now when it comes to new mods in your game, especially you're downloading a lot and you really don't have the time to check, I highly suggest you do a mod test folder, which is what I usually have in all of my folders. So you can do underscore mod test, and you throw all those new mods, script mods, clothing, whatever you want into this mod test folder, and you boot up your game and you see how it functions for a few minutes. Yes, I'm including clothing and furniture mainly because some things probably broke throughout the years, or they don't really work anymore. And depending on when you download it, it could no longer function. So you want to test and make sure that it actually does work. I'm gonna go ahead and change this icon real quick. Let's do creative. Maybe, yeah, let's do the creative. That won't hurt it. And once you decide whatever you put in this folder is okay, all you do is just categorize it in whatever folders you have currently for your system, and then you just delete it out of that folder. Keep it clean, and that way you can always just put new things in there and you can stay on top of your organization. I'm gonna go ahead and delete these because they are no longer needed. Few final organization tips I want to leave you with is: one, don't download a lot at once, because once you start downloading and clicking, then you're not gonna want to organize, and then you'll just throw everything in your folder. Don't do that. Just download a little bit at one time, organize that, and then go download some more. Organizing as you download does help you in the long run, because that way you don't have to worry about it later. Also, make sure you're regularly deleting and updating your mods. If you don't know how to do that, check out my tutorial. I just want to reiterate, mods do break, especially script mods, so you want to make sure you stay on top of those. Now, I did promise you I will show you what my overall Sims 4 mods folder look like. I'm gonna show you two. I'm gonna show you my base folder, which I use when I'm streaming, and this is what it looks like. So as you can see, I have, just like I told you, my underscore here. If you do brackets, that will also move it above the underscore. I have base middle, L Sims World, my game mods folder. This is what it currently looks like. So all of my staples are in here. Then I have my lashes folder. The mods from Little Miss Sam are in here. Lot 51, Lumpino, my map overrides, because I have some map overrides. MC Command Center, Simkatu, Katu. Told you I had some Katu folder. And also any other script mods, Simflick, Utopia, Wicked Whim, Simrealist. Like they stay at the top. I will always know where they are. Here's my clothing and my build buy folder. As you can see, each individual creator has their own. So you can see like all the creators I have and I can easily find them. I download something new, I'll just throw it in here. Like Gorilla X3, like all their stuff is in here. It's like 419 files in here. Leo Sims, all there like I showed you. Here is what everything looks like. Taurus design. My tattoos are in one folder by themselves because I really don't download a lot of tattoos. And the second folder is my mod test folder, which I use for all of my mod videos because it's easier to find new mods instead of having to search and wonder if a feature is from that mod or is from another mod. I'm gonna go in here, and as you can see, I don't really have that much in here. I do have my game mods folder, MCC, because I need that. A few clothing like Ellie Simple, Ebonics, CC Sims, XO, Claire's. I recently did an essentials video which has those mods still in here. Of course, my T-Max in here are in the root folder. I have my quick save button which needs to go in here. Lumpano's toolbox can go in here. Phone camera can go into the mod test folder. As you can see, I am organizing as I go, but I'm actually just gonna go ahead and delete those. This is the folder I use for testing mods, so that mod won't be needed. But as you can see, that's how I essentially organize this folder. If you want more Sims 4 modding tips and organization guides, make sure you subscribe and like this video. Check out my entire mod school playlist. I'm going through and redoing all of my guides, so make sure you go and you do the course. Yes, I did turn to an actual course on YouTube. And you made it to the end of this video, put the check mark emoji, and I'll see you next time. Bye boo.